Hello and welcome to this video, the first episode of Lost Sydney. I'm Ben Summers from Morris Hillman Productions, and let's get started. Lost Sydney is a new series focusing on buildings which have been demolished, thus bringing them a new level of attention and interest. Today I'll be discussing one of Sydney's lost live theatres. Are you curious about which one? We'll get to that shortly, so please take your seats and let the show begin. Live theatres have been a popular form of entertainment for centuries. Our city has had its fair share of live theatres, and in this episode I will be talking about the Gaiety Theatre. Located on Castlereagh Street in Sydney's CBD, the Gaiety Theatre was built by the Sydney Catholic Guild as a hall before being converted for use by the Academy of Music during 1879. This reincarnation was remarkably short-lived, as it was rebuilt as the Gaiety Theatre in 1880. With this work complete, it was leased to John Solomon and L.M. Bayliss, with Bayliss serving as a sublessee. It was built in the style of Gothic Revival. This style was popular at the time and was used for different buildings around Sydney, including Mortuary Station, which is the subject of another upcoming video on the channel. The following two images are the earliest I could find of the theatre, and both show it after conversion to the theatre. The first is from 1881 and was taken by John Lane Mullins, while the second dates from 1882. During the building's years as a theatre, it played host to local and international performers, including British actress Rosa Towers. Interestingly, one of the early issues raised with the Gaiety Theatre was the lack of fire exits, which was described as, quote, dangerous, unquote, in a letter written in 1892 to the Sydney Municipal Council, the present-day City of Sydney. Fire escapes were not typically included in buildings at the time and would only become common after a series of disastrous and tragic fires around the globe, which revolutionized attitudes towards fire safety and forced the introduction of new building regulations. Neither did this second conversion to the Gaiety Theatre last very long, for it closed in 1893 before reopening during 1895 as the Gaiety Athletics Club under the management of Charlie Marshall. It operated in this guise for 17 years until 1912 before being purchased by the Catholic Club Land and Building Company for £10,000 and later demolished. The final archival photo in this video is an interesting one because of the date, which is circa 1913. The Catholic Club, as the Gaiety was by then known, was demolished at approximately this time, so this image is possibly among the last, if not the last, photograph of the building. We'll finish the video with a Google Maps image of the building which presently occupies this site. It makes an interesting comparison to its predecessor. Thanks for watching this video, which I hope you enjoyed. I am currently working on episodes 5 and 6 of Sydney History Snapshots, which will hopefully be released soon, so please stay tuned for further updates.